Zach is back. It's the Zach Gelb Show on Fox Sports 920 The Jersey.
All right, we're back on Radio Row inside the Mall of America. It's the Zach Gelb Show right here on Fox Sports 920 The Jersey. You can see James Jones throughout the week on NFL Network Super Bowl Live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and NFL Players Only at 8 p.m. Eastern Time from Minneapolis. James Jones, of course, the Super Bowl winning wide receiver, is an NFL Network analyst now, and you can follow him on Twitter at 89Jones, NATF. My friend, what's happening? How are you?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Great to see you. I know we had you on just
Yeah,
recently, and
absolutely.
it was before the Vikings game.
Yeah, the
and
Eagles won, so hopefully it's a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you picked
Good
against the Eagles.
I know, and I'm going to pick against them again because of, a little hint, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see them get it done, man. I mean,
Do you hate Philadelphia?
No, man, I love Philadelphia, man. And the crazy thing is like I'm a Sixers fan. I'm born and raised.
Really?
I'm born and raised in the Bay Area, man. Everybody thinks I'm automatically Warriors fan, man. But my dad was a longtime Sixers fan, man, and I fell in love with Dr. J, obviously, Allen Iverson. So I'm a big Philly fan, man. And, the games that I did pick against them, man, I thought that, that team might win.
I'm just messing with
they
you.
proved me wrong, and I'm hoping that they proved me wrong again.
Have the Birds fans, because it's a real petty fan base at times, loyal, passionate fan base,
and that's a great thing, and I wouldn't want it any other way, man. You got to be passionate about your team. And, yeah, Philadelphia fans, they probably number one in the league about, how passionate they are about their team, man. But, no, I've seen a lot of Philly fans around, man. They've been taking pictures with them, talking to them, and they ask me the questions, too. Why are you picking against Philly? And I'm like, man, I love Philly, man, but I'm going to pick against y'all again because I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon, but I do want y'all to win, but I'm going to pick against you, and hopefully my reverse psychology works.
Well, since you said that you're a fan of the Sixers, let me just get your thoughts on the Sixers real quickly because they're a fun team to watch with Embiid and Simmons.
Man,
it's fun.
Like I said, I've been in the Bay Area, so we all know the success that the Warriors have had, and a lot of my friends are Warriors fans, and they always get on me, man. You guys are terrible. You guys are sorry. And I've been riding with them for so long, you know what I'm saying? And just to see how far they've come, man, and getting it right on the draft picks in. I mean, we're staying healthy and that stuff, and, the future is bright, and I like to see it, man.
Do you trust the process then?
At first I didn't, but now I do. The product that I see we got on the court. But when you're going through the process, you're like, shoot, what process? We lose.
Right.
Winning is all that matters. But I'm glad they stuck with it, got it on the right track, man, and we got some good players.
James Jones from the NFL Network here with us on the Zach Gelb Show, Fox Sports 920 The Jersey. All right, let's get to this game coming up on Sunday. This is an Eagles team. They're well coached. They have a quarterback playing really well right now, and that defense knows how to dominate a game. If you had to make the argument, I know you're not picking the Eagles, but how would you make the argument for the Eagles to win this game?
Well, I think the argument is the same, and I think it's what the Philadelphia Eagles been doing all year, and that's the good thing. They're great at pressuring the quarterback. Even if they don't sack them, they're getting pressure on them. And with Tom Brady, as you can see when he lost to the Giants both those times in the Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl they sacked him 5 times. The second Super Bowl they pressured him over 40% of the snaps in the game and sacked him twice. But they kept getting him off the spot. They kept moving him and bringing pressure. And Philadelphia does that great, and that's a good thing. The only thing that scares me is Tom Brady is kind of like Aaron Rodgers. When you get those smart quarterbacks and he knows that you're trying to rotate these guys to keep these guys fresh to come after me, well, we're going to speed it up and go some no huddle and keep these guys on the field. So I'm hoping that Philadelphia is at practice right now preparing for that, knowing if you're going in for Fletcher Cox, the next play, whoever it may be in your track stance, right when the play's over, be ready to run out and have somebody relay the message to Fletcher like, look, after this play, you're coming out. You know what I mean? So the communication is going to be key, but they have everything they need to win this game, and they can do it up front, and they can do it because they can get after you with only 4 guys. They don't necessarily have to blitz you all the time.
Here's the question of the week, because when you look at the Eagles' offense, we know they have so many weapons, and you wonder who the Patriots, because the Patriots are known for taking away the best player.
Yeah.
Who do the Patriots try to take away on that Eagles' offense?
Well, and that's the good thing. I played with a lot of great offenses in Green Bay, a lot of great wide receivers. You have myself, Donald Driver, Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb.
You go on and on and on.
So, and then you had Jermichael Finley in the tight end room. Then you have Ryan Grant as the running back. So you got to kind of pick your poison, and I feel like that's how the Philadelphia Eagles right now. But as a defensive coordinator, when I sat in those rooms sometime, the first thing they say is, no matter what, we're taking away the run. So I'm assuming Belichick is going to come out there and take away the run or try to take away the run and force Nick Foles to beat you. Nick Foles is in the Super Bowl for the first time. He's been playing lights out. But just like in the second half when he made Blake Bortles put it on his right arm and try to win, he's going to do the same to Nick Foles. So my thing for Philly's offense is they're the best when they're staying on course. And what I mean by staying on course, I mean 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 5. So you can get to any play you want to in the playbook for Nick Foles and keep him comfortable. But once you start getting in them 3rd and 9s, 3rd and 10s and things like that, it can get difficult. But if I had to say Belichick was taking away one thing, it has to be the run game.
I'm real curious to see how the start of this game is. Patriots have so much experience. The Eagles, they've had some players that have been here before. You've played in a Super Bowl before. And that start, it's when can you let those jitters just get out and focus on the game?
Yeah, I feel like for the Philadelphia Eagles, I feel like a fast start is mandatory. I think that's what they need, because as for
can't be like 2 weeks ago up against the Vikings.
Yes, because as for the New England Patriots, they've seen it all, done it all. So they've been down by a lot of points, came back and won. They've been up by a lot of points and finished the game. But the Philadelphia Eagles have not been there in the Super Bowl, so I feel like the Patriots are prepared for all those situations, and I would want to see the Eagles start off to a fast start, because you don't want them to get down by a lot and then Nick Foles start to force balls and trying to make plays and running backs trying to break all these tackles to get extra yards, and that's how turnovers happen. So a fast start, I think, will be huge for Philadelphia.
Where's your confidence level with Nick Foles? Because after the Vikings game, everyone feels really darn good about this quarterback.
Well, listen, I mean, I like you say, I picked against the Eagles to lose once Carson Wentz went down, but I never
So did I. Can't blame you.
But I never forgot what Nick Foles has done. You're talking about a dude that went 27 and 2 interceptions. Like, you're talking about a guy who knows how to play a game. It's 10 other teams that would take this dude in a heartbeat to be the starting quarterback for your franchise, So I never forgot that. So I knew he could ball. I didn't think he would ball like this, but I knew he had it in him. So I'm not surprised at all, because Nick Foles is a good young player, and he's going to have to do it again, and Bill Belichick is going to test him.
What do you expect out of the tight ends in this game? Ertz and Gronk, and you also can't forget about Trey Burton.
Yeah. Listen, when our offenses were the most dominant in Green Bay, we had Jermichael Finley. We had a guy that can run, that had moves, built like a wide receiver, like a Zach Ertz, and could work the middle of the field. And once you have a guy like that to work at the middle of the field, all of a sudden, here comes Devin McCourty scooting down up in there like, I got to take Zach Ertz away. And then here comes Torrey Smith on these double move routes, taking advantage of the defense. So having a guy and a big-time tight end like that in the middle of the field that's able to win one-on-one coverage, and then you got to show a little bit more attention to it, opens it up for everybody else.
There's so many guys that have gone through careers in the NFL since 2001. Brady and Belichick are still here, and they're still in the big game.
And it's amazing, man, because I tell people all the time, man, if you put together a dream team in basketball, 9 times out of 10 they're going to be there. You know what I mean? Because you really don't have to worry about a lot of injuries. You may get some, nicks and bruises here and there, but NBA guys rarely miss the whole season. You know what I mean? And for football, anything can happen at practice. Anything can happen in the games. And 9 times out of 10, you don't finish the season with the guys you had out there for the beginning of the season. And the consistency that they have had. And really, you can't really name a lot of guys on their defense. You can't really name a lot of guys on their offense. And they continue to win and be in these games. And I do not like the Patriots, but I tip my hat. I tip my hat off to Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, because for them to keep doing it year after year after year and getting in this big game, I respect them.
I see you got the ring on your
finger.
It's the time of the year to wear that ring and proud.
Absolutely.
Take me back through everything you remember. You guys were the underdogs. You guys were the 6th seed, and you beat the Steelers. Reflect on that Super Bowl.
And it's crazy because we were just like Philly in this situation. We were coming in, didn't have a lot of experience. A lot of our guys never even played in the Super Bowl. A lot of our guys never even played in the NFC Championship game. And we found ourselves in the Super Bowl as the underdog against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who has been there, done that. Won a lot of big games. But at the same time, I love what Fletcher Cox said. It's not about the Patriots. It's about the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's about us.
You know what I mean? And if we could go out there and continue to play the way we play, I know we have a great chance to win this game, And that's how we felt as Green Bay Packers. We knew, if we go out there and play our best game, can't nobody in the world beat us. I don't care if we the underdogs. I don't care if they got Peyton Manning, Tom Brady as the backup, Michael Vick backing us. Listen, if we go out there and play our game, we cannot be beat. And that's how we felt, and that's how we took the field. And no matter what the situation was, whether we went down, whether we went up, we were confident like we are going to come back and win this game.
We got to link up, go to a Sixers game. I'll take you,
Absolutely,
get the cheesesteaks
man.
and everything,
Absolutely.
my man.
I'm there, man. I am there.
We'll root on Embiid. We'll hang out with him after the game.
Sir,
Once
sure.
again, you can see James throughout the week on NFL Network Super Bowl Live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and NFL Players Only at 8 p.m. Eastern Time from Minneapolis. Follow him on Twitter, 89Jones, NATF. And if you're an Eagles fan and want to tweet at him, go ahead.
Yeah,
James
come
Jones.
on. I like everybody, man. JJ
We appreciate
show everybody
it, my
love.
friend.
Absolutely.
We'll
Appreciate
talk to you
it.
soon.
Thanks for having me.
He's James Jones. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.